Hello, my name's Henry Brown. I got all nines in my GCSEs and just finished my A-levels. I found out my results in August. And today what I'm going to be doing is giving my advice for those in year 10 or going into year 10 for how to revise or what to do in year 10. So this video is going to be split into two parts. Number one, I'm going to be explaining and telling you what I did in year 10 to get all nines at GCSEs and revise well. And number two, I'm just going to be explaining and giving advice on what I would do in year 10. So please, if you're new here, leave a like and subscribe. I do loads of GCSE, A-level revision content, and I will respond to all comments too or any emails. So, firstly, I'm going to talk about what I did in year 10. And the answer to that, in short, is nothing. I literally did no revision in year 10 outside of school. I did no revision. So hopefully that's helpful just to show you that you can do nothing in year 10 and still get all nines. I started my revision in year 11. In year 10, I would do homework, but honestly, I was just trying to get it done as quick as possible. I did moderately well in my mocks. I didn't massively revise for them at all. A lot of it was actually in COVID year 10. So it was from home, and in my mocks I'd often like Google stuff and all that. It was less regulated and they were less official mocks, to be fair. So yeah, in year 10, I did no revision. And I think my advice now that I'm moving on to the advice part, my first piece of advice is this: I really wouldn't stress year 10, okay? I had a great time in year 10. Year 10 is probably the most fun year of secondary school because you're getting older. So you're getting to the age where people go to parties, stuff like that. And yeah, you're just older. It's not like year 7, 8 where you're kind of getting used to it. Year 10 is the last year as well without serious exam pressure. So I'd really try and just enjoy year 10. That's the most important thing in my opinion, is enjoying it, having fun. Don't give yourself unnecessary pressure, even for your year 10 mocks, okay? Year 10 mocks don't mean too much. I'd probably revise them because it's a good experience, and I'll be doing videos when we get close to year 10 mocks on how I would revise for those mocks. But yeah, don't stress year 10. However, what I would recommend if you wanted to do well and if you did want to work in year 10, because I understand some people wanted to, I didn't, it probably would have helped me if I did do a little bit more work in year 10. And this is what I'd recommend for those people. Number one, I would make sure you do your homework. Do your homework to a fairly high quality. Don't just try and get it done because you want to get it done, okay? That would be really helpful. If you just did year 10, but you actually put a serious amount of effort into your homework, so as always consistently one of the best homeworks in the class or year or anything like that, that would be very rewarding for you. That would be very good for you. So do your homework and do it well. 2, focus in class. Focus in class a fair amount, I would say. Obviously, I know what secondary school's like. It's difficult to focus always. It's, like I said, year 10's a fun year. But I would try and put in relatively good focus in year 10. I probably didn't put enough in, and as a result I struggled in subjects like maths. So yeah, focusing in class is also going to really benefit you. Number 3, watching YouTube videos, anything like that is going to be helpful in terms of learning how to revise. Just try and get these structures in place. Try and have a think about your subjects and revision, and you could watch any sort of GCSE videos. All of that stuff is just going to help put you in that mindset a year before and let you appreciate at least how you can get started in year 11 for revision well. So any YouTube videos, what you're watching about GCSEs, all that stuff is going to be helpful. Even thinking about your GCSEs, like I said, is helpful because I didn't do that. And I wish I did give more of a thought on GCSEs. So my final piece of advice now, in terms of those who actually want to do some work, some extra work, this is what I would recommend. The most important and the best way of revising in year 10 that I'd recommend is Seneca. I've talked about Seneca before. I have a tutorial on Seneca. I love Seneca. Seneca is genuinely my favorite revision resource. And what Seneca's really good at is you can just put in your courses to Seneca and just go through them. Any piece of extra Seneca work you do is going to really help you. It's going to really help your memory. So you could do Seneca, say you study something in class, so cells in biology. If you then in Seneca did the cells topic, maybe 3 weeks later, that's something called spaced repetition, when you go over something again later. That will really help it actually sit in your memory instead of you just completely forgetting it in year 10. That's what happens to most people. So if you want to do extra work, Seneca's the best way I'd recommend doing that. Any Seneca work is going to be helpful, even if you do 10 minutes a day. Secondly, I would really recommend Corbett Maths and Daily Maths. I'll link this in the description. I work with some year 10 people, I tutor them, and for maths, and this is the thing we do often, is try and do as much Corbett maths as you can. If anyone watching this sits down, goes to Corbett maths and starts doing that daily, even 4 times a week, by the end of year 10, you will be really quite good at maths. You will, especially because they have different levels. So there's foundation, foundation plus, higher, higher plus. If you slowly build yourself up on that, you will get very good at maths, and it'll help keep your maths memory. So Corbett maths is probably the thing I'd recommend the most. Paying attention, all of that stuff. I hope that video was helpful just for backdrop in year 10. I'll be doing more videos for year 10s too. And yeah, just leave any comments if you have any questions. But in conclusion, relax, do your homework, don't stress it too much, but any sort of GCSE light work is going to really benefit you. So Seneca's what I'd recommend the most. Corbett maths, daily maths, YouTube videos is going to be helpful too. And also you could make flashcards for a couple subjects, but it's not a crazy hard year. Just make sure you do the work, like I said, focus, and you should be fine. I will be doing videos closer to mocks because that's when you probably want to revise a bit more. So make sure you're subscribed with the notification on for that. Thank you for watching. I hope that video was helpful.